Wow, here we are, day 6 with the Justice Revolution. We're almost one way to the end of the week. And today we were looking at a very interesting subject, that of homelessness. Now, through this section, we were looking at many of the different aspects about this subject, the people and what they do. And today we looked at many different statistics and ideas that people who live on the streets. Now, I have my comfortable little home, my bed, my pillow, and my luxuries that I have all over my house. And yet there's people who live on the streets, they live on the run, they get practically nothing. And this is an injustice that goes on everywhere. Now here in Tampa Bay, I see homeless people when we drive nearly every day. I see them standing on the street corner, holding up a sign, wearing raggedy clothes, they haven't shaved, and it looks like just a terrible life from the outside. But because I live in my typical American life, it never really means much to me what they live through. Well, today that all changed because I got a taste of what it is to really be like a homeless person. Now, one of the things that homeless people do is they often sleep in different shelters, such as a box. Thus, today our assignment was to sleep in a box. I mean, literally, we slept outside in a cardboard box. And so our group got together and we got together some big refrigerator boxes, made a fire, and had a night of just experiencing what it was like to be homeless. We actually had a neat experience of having our group leader had a friend who had been homeless since she was nearly 14. And we got to hear so many different stories and got to have a real look on what it's like to be homeless, to have this injustice upon you where you have practically nothing. Now, this lady was often on the run. She told us about many nights where her home was a bush and she had nothing to eat. She really lived on the run, lived for the sustaining of her life. And the impacts that the things like homelessness does to you, she told us about how she eventually just lost feeling in all her life. She really didn't feel any pain, any suffering, any real want to live. And it just gave us a taste of what it's like, this injustice of homelessness. And then our experience of sleeping in these boxes, I really did not get that much sleep. And it just dawned on me that this is a home for somebody. This is what they use for the sustaining of life. When I can just sleep in my bed and I don't think anything of it, these people would love just to sleep under a doorway. And this injustice, or the viewing of this injustice, just really impacted me today. And this is probably the day that, or one of the days that has impacted me the most through this wonderful justice revolution. We see that people really are receiving injustice. They live in a life that we barely can imagine. And because of this experience today, I got to get a taste of what it's like to be homeless.